Hello guys, welcome. We finally fixed out Red Dead Redemption 2, so I'm going to be checking some of that out in 4K. 7900 XTX, I think it should be around the 100 FPS mark-ish. From what I saw. Depending on what settings you have, but... I do actually need to fix up all of my settings. Because to get the game working, I had to reset the whole systems file. Which probably's messed with my... Let me just put OBS in performance mode, hang on. There we go. We'll check out... Get my controller. Oven, yo! Yeah, what resolution is that? Let's first get that. Anubis, yo, how's it going? So, testing games had some of these on high, didn't he? Or he had these on ultra, I think. He had that on medium? Yeah, I think he had that on medium. He's actually remembered some of my settings. We'll see how it goes. I won't be switching to Vulkan though, because that seems like it's what caused some of my problems. So I think I'm just going to leave that as it is. He had some of these, I think, maxed out, didn't he? Motion blur off. Something like this. We'll see how that does. Hopefully it's got my saves. Don't know what happened with my saves. Manza, yo! How's the 7900X? Yeah, it's alright. It's been fine game-wise, apart from the driver issues has kind of been my main problems. Aside from that, it's been fine. Hammond Gaming, yo! Is it? Ah. I don't think it's remembered my saves. Yeah. It's wiped all my saves. Oh well. We'd started a new one anyway. We'd literally just completed it and started a new one, didn't we? Afterburner? Yeah, there's no point yet. We're in the cutscene. I'll do it when we load in the game. Pucky, hello. Get up now.
We need you strong.
Why is my... this does not look like 4K. Why is it... I did click apply, didn't I? What the hell? That just recent. What is going on with this game? He did this last time.
Ain't sure what we're gonna find out here, Dutch. We have to try.
It's...
We'll do our best to stick
What the hell?
this goddamn weather.
Look, it's going to be 1080p again. What the hell? Why does this game? What the?
Is there more?
Let me just reboot it. My monitor's definitely 4K. It's in 4K now. Ugh. It's not going to be something to do with the settings file. Let me just reboot. It's like I say, I had to redo the whole systems file. Maybe I missed something. I might have to edit the file. We'll see. This game looks good. It does, yeah. Okay, is it? Did it hook the game? I don't think it did. Oh man. It's been nothing but problems with this card, this game. I don't know why. It's now 1080p again. What the hell? Why? Apply. Apply. I've literally... Oh my god. I thought it was fixed, but it's not. Let me, And I can't... I can't game capture hook it either. It makes me want to rip my hair out. Let me, I'm gonna potentially have to modify the file. Just give me a sec. Because I could hard modify it, the code in the file. That'd probably work. Why is this such a nightmare with this graphics card, honestly? It shouldn't be this hard, should it? I find... Okay, I found the resolution. What is it? What, if we do... Oh, it's read-only. Ugh. Where is it? If we, it'll just mean in game though. I won't be able to change the resolution. It'll just have to be 4K. Weird how you can't change it. Now if I set that to read only. Right. Let's try and hook it through the game first. I didn't have anything. Let's see. Just pray for me, pray. Delete all files and documents. Oh no. Don, I don't think you've kept up with what's happening. Okay, I can hook it in OBS, that's fine. No, it's this graphics card has a massive issue with playing this game for some reason for me. I couldn't even boot the game up the last couple of days. Since I got the card, there we go, 4K. I couldn't boot basically. It's not saving when I modify settings for some reason. I had to create the system file myself basically to actually get the game to work. So yeah, it's not saving my settings, is it? It's saving some of them, it seems like. But for example, If we save that though, is it saved? It looks like it has, doesn't it? It's just if I restart the game, it'll basically restart all of the settings back to what I have in the game file. It doesn't seem to save. So yeah, still problems, but at least it works. I got it working at least. We'll have to see, let's see. I've actually been fine with my integrated graphics. Using that for streaming right now. I've never really had any issues with any cards. Mainly get issues with the AMD cards, to be honest. Your restarts randomly. Is that a driver timeout? Because I get that too, but there's not really anything you can do about that. You just hope maybe they bring out... I now can't... I can't actually even alt-tab now, which is brilliant. Oh my goodness. I literally can't, look. What a nightmare. What the hell, man? Why can't I... There we go. Right. Maybe we'll get this working. Let's skip this. Try to get the overlay up now. Won't be accurate though because we're in the cutscene.
Abigail says he's dying, Dutch.
We'll skip all this. We have played this, but because of all my constant redoing the drivers and uninstalling the game, it's actually wiped all of my saves. But we had completed the game anyway. We'd started a new game, so not the end of the world. We were kind of at this point anyway. You're a first time AMD user and I'm regretting. Oh no. Yeah, you kind of got to give it a bit of time, basically, to for them to like iron it out.
We need you strong. Okay.
I'm not sure what settings we're running now. I was trying to do the testing games ones because he was roughly at about 100 FPS. We could try full screen. Sometimes that fixes. I don't remember exactly the settings that he had. I know we had reflections on medium. He had some of these. And then he had some of these on medium as well. It's actually reset all my settings again. Oh no. What a nightmare. Annoying. Really, really annoying.
Let's head out. Ain't sure what we're gonna find out.
We'll have to maybe... I'm just out... Sorry, I keep pausing it. I'm just out of curiosity. Has it saved those settings or did it? It saved full screen. It saved some of them, but it doesn't save others. It's really weird. I'll have to actually manually... Oh, it seems like it has saved it. I'll have to... Yeah, it has saved it. Okay, fine. I might have to just manually do it in my systems file.
Stay close and we'll do our best to stick to the trail. This goddamn weather. Been 2 days or more like this now. It has to blow over soon.
Not bad though, roughly where I thought we'd be at. It's quite a demanding bit, this bit, I think. You're sort of pushing out 100-ish. Depending on where you are. At least it works now. I fixed it basically. So last night I spent another 3-4 hours trying to fix it. I tried pretty much everything. I removed every single driver graphic related I had. It still didn't work. I disabled the integrated graphics. That still didn't work. And basically, I saw a lot of threads where people were saying they modified the systems file basically in the game. So then I was trying to do that and it didn't work for a while. I tried lots of different files and it still didn't work. But then miraculously, I found one online and it seemed to work. So that's where we are now. It doesn't seem like it fully works because my settings are all messed up, but I can boot the game at least. Just to change the resolution, I have to change it like in the code in the file. It doesn't work in game, but at least I can play it, you know? It's better than not being able to play. At least you can test it. Test it at 4K at least. But I'm glad I've managed to fix it, because honestly I probably spent about a day overall trying to fix it since the card came out. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. Seemed like I did boot it up once with this card and I switched it to Vulkan. That then seems to have caused some issue in the game. Because ever since I did that, I've never been able to boot the game again. So... And because I then uninstalled the game to try and fix it, it then removed my system settings file. So then I couldn't manually change to DirectX 11 or whatever it is in this 12, is it? So yeah, it was a bit awkward. I then had to manually create it myself.
How's Davey doing? You didn't make it. Nor did little Jay.
I don't have any core one.
Davey was a real fighter. Both of them calendar boys is or was. Yeah.
Red Devil's coming this week, and I expect to sit too. It's just a, yeah. I was hoping they released a driver before Christmas because they've acknowledged there's lots of issues. So I was hoping they'd maybe do a driver update before Christmas, but I don't think it'll happen now, which is annoying. But then that's the risk you take when you release a card really close to Christmas. I think it's not a great idea, personally. Because then if there are issues, you know, people go on holiday over Christmas for like 2-3 weeks, don't they, some people? So you're not really going to see an update until probably end of January or something, which is, I don't know, it's quite a long time. Because I had issues with my monitors too. I can't use more than one monitor. I have to use my integrated graphics to be able to use more than one monitor with my AMD card. Which for my line of work is a nightmare. And they've acknowledged there are like issues with that, so... At least they've acknowledged that there are problems. I'm not going crazy at least. At least it's definitely an issue with the card and nothing wrong with my computer. Yeah, I've got Nvidia cards too, and I've never... It's usually just plug and play, really. That's why I personally would advise... If you just game and you do nothing else, then maybe AMD's okay, if you don't mind the driver problems, but... I would still, for streaming and... like everything else, I'd still pick a 40. I'd rather just spend a little bit of money for less of a headache. I'll easily spend the extra £200 or whatever it is to get a 4080 just for less of a headache. Because the performance is very similar anyway. Your brother's getting a 4080, nice. I've got one, it's good. If you like spending your time perfecting your system and patience... Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. You've got to have patience for it, for sure. To be fair, I consider myself quite a patient person, but even it makes me want to rip my hair out. Because I couldn't... On the first day I got the card, I did stream and I was like ripping my hair out because I couldn't... Like with my monitors, every time I switched my computer on, right, I only had one monitor working. So every time I switched the computer on, I had to reinstall the drivers. I had to wipe them, reinstall them every time just to get 2 monitors, and it literally was driving me mad. So I've got one monitor plugged into my integrated graphics, and that works fine, but yeah, That first evening was just driving me crazy. I probably DDU'd my AMD drivers like 10 times in the first 24 hours. Let's just try and get it working. I think if AMD fixed a lot of those problems, then it would be a much more solid thing to go for over Nvidia, but because there's just so many problems, it's hard to condone that, really.
You two, get yourself out of sight. One lonely man is allowed.
Hunter Gaming, yo. Stan, this is a fun game to play. It is, yeah.
Arthur, in that cattle shed on the left. Micah, get down behind that wagon in front. I said the cattle shed, Arthur.
Alright, chill. Calm your bean. You just finished season 6. Is that... Wait, season 6 is the last season, right?
Hello? Shut up, Billy. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, well, hello, friend.
Yeah, on the last series of AMD, they are better, but I still had driver timeouts. On my 6950 XT when I was trying to stream with Overwatch, the game just kept crashing. You do get that occasionally. But they are a lot more stable than this, for sure.
Arthur, we got a problem.
It's the last season. Yeah, I've seen that. It's good, isn't it? I thought the last season... I thought the last season started off, like, really slow. But it got good in the end, didn't it? Show my settings. I've got a bit of an issue with the settings at the moment. It doesn't seem to be applying them, so... But I had to basically remove all the files to be able to get the game to boot, because the game wouldn't boot with this card. See, now it's just saying custom. I don't really have a clue what that means. I tried to use the same settings as testing games, the settings he used, and he was pulling like 100 FPS, so... A lot of these are maxed. We could probably max that and have that on high because of particles. These are maxed. These are all maxed. But yeah, Peaky Blinders definitely got good towards the end, didn't it?
Now, friend, I ain't asking for much. Please, I am kind of desperate.
Hey, I don't believe it. Come here.
It's just more annoying, Mohammed, that you could spend over £1,000 on a card and it not work properly. You know what I mean? That is for sure annoying. Oh wait, what?
That's how you want to do it? Goddamn bastards, you're dead now! One of them's making a run for it.
You better run, boy. 1 AM gang here. Yeet.
Micah, go bring the horses closer to the house. Arthur, let's go search the cabin.
Smells like a party in here.
Turn the place upside down. Grab as many supplies as you can.
My aim's nice. Yes, I've got. I'm playing on controller.
Whiskey.
I get aim assist. What were we searching for? Take that. Canned veg. Woo. Canned fruit. Woo.
Maybe they're hiding up here too. There's a big price on Colm O'Driscoll's head. Nearly as
Did I just end the stream? No? The stream's alright, isn't it? Mate, is it on your end? I think the stream's good on my end. Seems okay, it looks okay. What else are we picking up? Solid meat.
place is dry and warm.
Yeah, I agree. It depends on your needs. That's why I said though, if you're looking to stream or you're interested in ray tracing, for sure get the 4080. Otherwise, if you don't not interested in any of those things, then you might as well save yourself a couple of £100 and maybe
Like the poor bastard was married too.
and you get the AMD.
If we can't eat it or drink it, put it down.
But for streaming and ray tracing, I think Nvidia still takes the like win on that one. Especially the NVENC encoder is just way better. Although AMD's got AV1, but it's kind of not fully you're not able to use it yet for streaming. So right now, at least, how it stands, Nvidia is still better in my opinion for that. How did I pay for an XTX with the money?
Micah, Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur, go see if there's anything in that barn. Micah, you search the cabin, see what we missed.
Search the cabin.
Sure.
Thing is AV1, like my AMD and Adrenaline by default records an AV1 now, but the problem is Premiere Pro doesn't support it, so I can't actually do anything with it anyway. Even if I could record an AV1, I can't edit the video, so it's like pointless.
Bastard shot my cousin. Well, he started it. I'm gonna break your neck.
What's going on?
This guy just jumped me.
Oh, did he now?
So I think it's still a bit of a way off. Maybe next year AV1 becomes more of a thing, but at the moment it's
Should I kill him?
it's not really quite there yet. Did I pay with Dogecoin? What, for the card? No. Paid with money, pounds, English pounds.
Comb is.
Oh, this son of a bitch will talk.
Question.
Where's Colm O'Driscoll?
With the others. At an old mining
Talk,
camp
boy.
southwest of here, near the lake.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than
Oh, the Dogecoin thing was a joke. Fair enough.
Well, I would
I
say
paid with it with, what is it, Safe Moon.
do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh,
Do I kill him or spare him? Or choke him?
I don't know anything else. Please,
Jesse, yo, I'm good, how are you?
spare me.
Oliver, yo,
You won't see me again. Bart.
spare him?
They don't tell me nothing. I
Cho-
swear. I just do what I'm told.
If I spare him though, does he come back to does it come back to bite me?
Please, partner.
We're getting a lot of chokes, we're getting a lot of spares. Alright, I'll spare.
Hell out of here.
I'll spare and then I'll kick him. Oh, I can't shoot him now. He's gonna die in that storm anyway. Pick up your hat. Oh. Yeah, the detailing on the snow is really good. When you're walking around in it, it's crazy. You'll see on the next mission. Is it the next mission? One of the missions where we go down and we shoot up that gang. It's like the graphics are crazy.
you let him go, huh? Saw the little bastard scurrying off.
Yeah. Figured he won't get far in this anyway.
That looks like a decent horse. You
How do I
need
just
to
get
hitch
on him?
You need to hitch him. He's already skittish.
Oh, hitch.
think you're doing?
Whoa, look what I found in the cellar. Wild thing, ain't ya?
Leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Micah. Look at her. Miss,
Micah.
miss, are you...
Oh, you fool! Micah!
Miss, now, it is gonna be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss, come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on now. Oh. You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago, and my husband,
Let the boy
You are
watch.
safe now. And you can't stay here. You come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them. It's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss.
Adler,
Adler.
Sadie Adler, Mrs.
Is this with FSR? No, it's not.
He was my husband.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back! How'd you get on?
Michael, yo, how's it going?
Micah found a homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us.
See.
We found some of them there, but there is more about. Apparently, scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow.
Yeah, Argentina did win, didn't they? Messi, 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 Messi.
3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we
Messi the goat now, isn't he?
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? Now, how come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
Get yourself to bed.
We could maybe increase some of the settings. I just tried to follow the testing games settings that we followed last time. And he had shadows and reflections on medium, and the rest is pretty much ultra or high. And he was getting about 100 FPS, which is kind of where we are.
Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. And you?
I need you to...
You'll see CR7
I'm
forever.
sorry to ask, but
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape
he
again.
ain't been seen in two days.
Your John will be fine.
He should have got Ronaldo now. He's not much of a team player, is he?
Function's as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't
He's just like
changing
throwing his
because
toys out the
he got
pram.
Caught in some snowstorm.
Please go
Messi's
take
a bit more of a team player.
Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the two best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're pretty worried about him.
I know. The situation were reversed. He looked for me.
Thank you.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
He wouldn't leave.
I like that.
4090, yeah, 4090 of course is the best. God, that's bright. The vibe of the riding, exploring in this game, it is, yeah. And the music too.
Hey, I see some smoke.
The music makes it so good.
Take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
We need a ray tracing update.
Well, seems somebody left.
Could you imagine this game with a ray tracing update?
Recently.
Shee.
And that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
There's some tracks leading to the river. Ha!
I'm stuck. Ride horse. There we go.
I can see the tracks here, Arthur.
You think it's John?
You tell me. These are horse tracks for sure, but could be anyone. Let's just see where they lead.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
Yeah, sent Danae ray tracing at night. Oof, with all the lights.
Raining bullets.
They've completely stopped development on this game though, haven't they? So I doubt we'll ever see it.
Watch out for this crevice.
Maybe Red Dead Redemption 3, if that's ever a thing, which surely it may be. After they do GTA,
Killed a girl in a
you might see another Red Dead maybe, with a better luck.
day. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
Maybe you'll get it for Christmas. I think it was it last Christmas? Me and my mates got this game, we were playing some multiplayer, it's actually quite fun.
Davey got shot. Mac and John, both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding
We could
on.
easily see ray tracing, you reckon?
Bad business.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know, because Rockstar have removed all support for the game, it just seems unlikely to me.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't
And
move
the only way is a mod or something. What's that? What is that then? RTX Remix. Not heard of it. I was just thinking if the studio have to have any involvement, I don't think they will because they've completely given up on. They've removed like all development, all support for the game.
Watch yourself. It's not very wide here.
Just look at that view though.
Come on, boy. Horses are getting tired.
Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
Oh, so it's just a mod, is it?
About this, Javier, we can't follow nothing.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail.
If that's the case, it's just a mod, then yeah. That'd be interesting. I wonder how much something like that crashes the game though.
Hey, look! Over there! You see that? Easy. John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater. Let's see if he can hear us. Come on! Up there! Ha! It's coming from up ahead somewhere.
Try Portal RTX. Yeah, we did do.
Further, and the horse.
Check on my channel, you'll see it. We played it with the 4090. I completed it actually.
I'd grab that shotgun from your horse. Who knows what's up ahead?
How do I?
Come on.
Yeah, don't... If you're going to post links, do it in the Discord, because I don't want anyone to get banned again. Or shadow banned.
Careful here. Yeah, that we're high up here.
You're telling me.
How high we are.
Careful. There's a drop here. It's slippery. Be careful. Stay low under here. Okay from here.
Watch your step. This is real slippery.
Stay close to the wall. Up here. Come on.
I didn't try this card with Portal ray tracing yet. I've only played it with the 4090.
Closer now. Come on.
So I'm not quite sure. But I imagine it would struggle. Because native, with a 4090, I think we were like... What were we, like 40 to 50 or something? Maybe 35 to 50? I can't really exactly remember. So with this, you're probably going to be at least 25, 30 FPS less with this, I would say. So you're looking at like maybe 10 FPS or something.
Been a tough few days.
Maybe 10 to 15 FPS with this at 4K native or something with ray tracing on that.
Here. Take a drink of that.
Thanks.
Because with The Witcher, we were getting 23 FPS with this in 4K ray tracing. So Portal is worse than that, I think. Yeah, not really doable. And also, you don't have frame generation and stuff with the AMD, so it's harder to actually even increase your frames. Got FSR, but frame generation really improves them with stuff like that.
We're coming. He's down here. The fella's there.
All right.
We've pretty much got everything on Ultra, yeah. I followed Testing Game, you know Testing Game, the YouTube channel? I followed to hit the settings he used. And he pretty much had a lot of stuff on Ultra or high, apart from he had some on medium. I think he had these on Ultra, actually. He had this on medium. And he had that, I think, on medium as well. I've got it on high, though, so... But we're roughly around the same FPS as him. He was getting just above 100 from what I remember.
Over here, Arthur.
So if I look down... Oh, I can't. It wouldn't let me. Frame generation option... no, it doesn't.
That's quite a scratch you got.
DLSS 3 and frame generation are Nvidia exclusive.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel too good neither.
API... I'm not going to be switching. We tried Vulkan. Basically, long story short, I switched to Vulkan last week when the card came out, and basically it's bugged my whole game out, and I couldn't play the game for like since the card came out. I literally just got the game working last night, and it's been an absolute nightmare. So
Back the way we came.
I'm not going to change that again. I'm going to leave it on DirectX. Because last time I switched to Vulkan, I couldn't play the game for a week. And it took me like almost probably a day in total trying to work it out, trying to fix it.
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out. Look up there.
I think frame generation is fine in single player games though. You don't really notice the input lag.
I'll distract him while you get to the horses. Go. Draw them off.
All right, John, come on. Let's get you on that horse. We're getting you out of here.
Gonna pick a GTX 1650 tonight.
Bus, Arthur.
Well, you've bought one.
Don't bring them this way.
How do I reload?
Got 'em all. Good work, Arthur. Okay, let's get going before any more of these bastards show up.
Okay, boy.
Got all the controls. Yeah, it's the most used GPU. Nice. How much?
Come on, then. Let's get back to the others. Yeah.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella? Got bit by a dog. Died an hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet.
€100. Cool. What CPU are you pairing it with?
Up there? More of them.
Easier with a pistol, I think.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Look out on the right. More coming in on the left. Alejandro.
Never seen wolves so coordinated before. You're gonna do it the 3900K, nice. Absolute unit.
You still with us, Marston? Just about.
You're gonna be okay.
When you put that GPU in, he's probably gonna be like, what the hell is this?
Of course. That bullet in Blackwater, now this. You had a hell of a time.
And Arthur always says, I'm lucky.
None of us are lucky right now. Should ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose.
Why?
Don't wanna leave a
Why would you pair
trail
a thing?
You know,
The answer to that is because we can.
a better story.
That's the answer, Tecterial.
Freezing,
Because we fucking can.
damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you.
So we do.
Nah, you can do better than that. One thing you ain't short on is fantasy.
Here, let's cross to the left.
Yeah, come on. Let's push hard and get back.
See those buildings up ahead, John? That's where we camped.
Yeah, no, I know. Wolves are actually pretty coordinated. It was just, I meant more how, like, perfect the line they were running in were. Like... I know they're like, I saw some videos where the wolves intentionally, because wolves can run fast in snow, can't they? They intentionally push, like, their prey into snowy areas so that it slows them down.
We get some help.
Pretty smart.
We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas. It's his leg.
Come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank
You
you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was
War coordinated.
Herr Strauss when the weather
They should ask the
breaks,
wolves,
supposed to
yeah.
have to keep heading east.
Into all that
They should ask the wolves how it's done.
civilization.
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
We have been running for weeks. We found shelter and been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
I do find it interesting how, with this card, it's almost always capped out at 100%. It's like 99%, 100.
We get warm. We wait.
Even with like 4080, you never really see 100%.
We move. But we're safe here. Warm enough.
I guess.
Arthur Morgan, best protagonist ever. Do you reckon?
Up with you boys because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, and you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. That fell. But when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Party. Probably. That funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Como Driscoll's needing punching hard. You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Como Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a
He used to
luxury
crash
we
here.
can't afford.
I think I've always usually had triple buffering on.
Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here. Colm always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old.
More
for
heat
that.
at 100%. Utilization.
Use, Mr. Smith.
There would be, yeah, in comparison to
Would you please
less.
look after the place?
But
There
it's still not
are
that bad.
Driscolls about.
69 degrees. 69 really. It's not too bad.
Southwest, right, Arthur?
Yeah. He said follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay, let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this core of their planet.
Like the stream. Like the stream, god damn it. Yeah, let's get the likes up, guys. What, 52? Gotta get to at least 100. Alright. Like the stream, I'll break your neck. Shee! Rear naked choke.
What's that? Tracks.
Khabib style.
A few of them. As far as I can tell, the only fools out here are us.
Look at the size of that horse.
They must be this way.
On the left, absolute unit. Look at it.
You good, Dutch?
Of course. Listen, I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move.
Okay. You know I got your back.
I learned a long time ago that you hit Como Driscoll. Wait for him, and people you love will die.
This feud between you and him needs to be put to rest, one way or another.
It will be.
Some things I can forgive, others I can forget. What he did to Hannibal, I can't do neither.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
Yes, I did. And hope the bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this'll end.
Damn right, boss.
Am I going to watch The Last of Us show? I didn't realise they were doing one. What's it going to be on Netflix? I'll probably just wait until it comes on PC. I don't really watch
Take a look.
that many shows, to be honest. I don't actually have Netflix,
Close.
so I'd probably wouldn't catch it anyway. If it's coming out next year on PC, is it? I think I'd probably play the game before I saw the series anyway. HBO.
Hold up here.
I don't think we don't get that in the UK. Is it, what is it, HBO Max or something? I think in the UK you need to have, I forget the subscription. Is it Disney Plus you need for that? I can't remember.
Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good. Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up the...
I always like the detailing on the snow when you're walking that.
Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's go.
Andor. Oh, that's the Star Wars, isn't it? I've heard it's very, very good. I haven't seen it, though. I have seen The Mandalorian, though, and I did quite like that.
There they are.
Oh, did I not get a rifle? Whoops. I think I can get it. I can still get it after. I was too busy talking. Avatar 2 is awful. Is it out now? I thought it wasn't. Maybe it's not out in the UK yet, I don't think. I think it comes up. Is it Boxing Day it comes out? I don't know. What's my favourite movie? I don't really know. I don't really have a favourite movie. I don't really watch movies anymore.
Seem very happy.
No.
I think it's probably too hard to have an out-and-out favourite movie. It's kind of like a game, isn't it? It's hard to have a favourite game, I think.
Get some of them out of there.
Have like a bag of like good games.
Rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. All right, let's go pay our old friends a visit.
I'll get my rifle.
Forget to grab that rifle from your horse.
See, he's reminded me. Thanks, mate.
You two get up there and keep us covered.
You got it, Dutch.
What else could we get? Oh, that's it.
Good. Come on, let's go. Seems easiest to take the same path down as Bill and Micah. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me? Our needs.
Do I
right
like
now,
Peaky Blinders? I do, yeah. It's good.
equipment and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm. And wait,
Okay.
there's enough of those bastards down there to deal with as it is. Now, come on.
He keeps trying to look. Is he trying to overtake me? He keeps getting close and then stopping. Can I not run? Oh, he's overtaking me. No! Quick, let's overtake him. Let's overtake him.
It's steep.
I'm going to cut the corner on him. Oh, I can't. He won't let me. Manza, see you later, dude. Thanks for watching. Do people dress like Peaky Blinders? No.
They're going to be
Maybe like 100 years ago. Not now.
no, but the way our luck's been running.
Hush.
People dress like roadmen,
Here first.
if you know what that is.
Follow me. Let's head for that building in front.
God, could you imagine people dressed like Peaky Blinders? That was set in like, the first series is what, set in like the 1920s, is it? Something like that? I think the last series is later. It's gets to like 1930s or something, is it?
Come on, follow me.
That time period.
Get in cover, Arthur.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to
First short. Oh, you saw the short. I've actually got another one. I've just edited it. I need to upload it.
We don't have time to debate this.
Look at Dutch. I'm taking the lead.
Okay, I'll go first.
Oh. How am I shooting that guy through the... Oh.
We got more in those cabins to the right. We still got some of those cabins.
What kind of dev am I? I've done a bit of everything. Software stuff mainly, but I prefer like data stuff really, like more data engineering now. Like back-end data engineering really, a lot of my work's through that now. At my previous job I was like full stack. I'm getting this weird flicker, I don't know if you see it. Screen like flickers black a little bit.
I think that's all of them. Search the bodies. Strip everything we can from them. You recognize any of them?
Loot.
Of course not. Cole doesn't give a damn about his men.
I actually, yeah, so the next shot I've got is my 4090, yeah.
Ride a horse and kill without thought.
You can't see it. Kind of reminds me of when COD first came out, you know?
I imagine Cole
It's probably just the drivers.
names of these fools.
You remember it was like flickering on the new COD Modern Warfare 2 when it first came out? It might be because I'm just messing with the systems file though.
Heads up, boys. We got more coming in.
Mr. Cherry, yo! Yeah, get in there. We'll be at 100 soon. Oh. Oh, they. Can't see him. Oh. Those slow-mos are satisfying, aren't they? You bought this game on sale. Nice. How much? How much did it cost? Do I have an old driver? No, I've got the latest drivers. It's just a brand new card. They have lots of driver problems, so... They hopefully will fix a lot of the driver issues in the next update. You have Syndicate, and I think it's set in Victorian. It is, yeah. I don't actually know what year or time period exactly that is, but it's set in. But it is in that period.
We're waiting on you, Arthur. Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this.
What was my first GPU? I never really... So when I was younger, I didn't really game massively on PC. I played Counter-Strike and Age of Empires, but a lot of the time I used like integrated graphics. And then the graphic card I did have when I was young, I honestly don't even know what it was.
Let's go.
This would have been in like the early 2000s. I honestly have no idea what it was. It wouldn't have been anything fancy because my dad who built the computer, it was like a very, very low-end computer. But it played Counter-Strike just about, I think, from what I remember. But apart from that, then I had laptops for a long time. I had like a GTX 1050 in a laptop that I used for quite a long time when I was older. And I only really got PC. I only really bought a PC like, what are we now, like 3 or 4 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
Well, looks fine. Smells good.
Come on.
Did we get everything?
Think so, boss?
And I think I had something similar. I think I had a 1050 Ti in my PC.
This is
Which I've still got, and a 2060 as well.
Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob. A Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get out of here. Proud of you boys. All of you. Not a man down.
good work, fellers.
Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us hard as they like. But we will always get back up and fight. That's who we are. Outlaws for life, fellas. Wait until we have John, Mac, Charles, and Sean back riding with us, and I believe, I know, they will all be back.
Well, you didn't get Combe.
Is this game graphics at max? Yeah. For the most part, there's one or two that aren't at max.
When we rob this train, too.
But they're either ultra or high.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
Oh, indeed we will.
You know, he'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will. Just like all the rest. But we're gonna stay a step ahead of them. Make sure we always know where they are before they know.
I always like, because I never really dealt with PCs that much. I was always a console player.
That won't happen again.
I played on consoles really until I was like, well, pretty much until I got the PC. Although I got into, when I had my laptop, I played more on my laptop because I have a lot of friends who play on PC.
All right.
And I played on my laptop for like a long, long time.
Let's make some ground.
I used to play like... What did I used to play? I can't even remember now. I used to play Overwatch and stuff like that. Which is like easy to run on my laptop anyway. I could never play like games like this. But...
Hey, you see that fella? Wasn't he at the camp with Combe?
Leave him to me.
All right, we're heading back. Just bring him back alive. He could be useful.
Okay, you got it.
Ride!
Yeah, yeah. 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 Now, come on.
Do I have to oh, I'm not supposed to shoot him, am I? Oh, I had a PSP as well.
Not so fast, sir.
I used to just play FIFA on that though. Hog tie.
You're coming with me.
Oh, God, no. Please, please, you don't need to do this.
This could get bumpy.
Please don't.
What's your name, boy?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy. Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please.
Does Nvidia graphics perform better than AMD? Which cards? Depends which cards you're comparing. If you're comparing like to like,
Please.
like this for the 4080, I'm not actually sure. I can't. I don't know if we tested it with the 4080. It's going to be similar.
I'll go to Mexico.
You better shut your mouth, you little shit, or I will shut it.
For example, you compare it in Witcher, it's like a 10 FPS difference, maybe. It's not like a massive difference. Are you able to frame lock? Yeah, I could frame lock in
Just name your price. They don't tell me
MSI Afterburner.
where.
You can frame lock
Please, I'll do it.
in my Rivatuner statistics, or you could probably do it in Nvidia control panel as well.
Because I will break every bone in your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you talking about just a random frame or like the monitor refresh rate?
Word. Am I clear?
Okay.
I could put in random frames in Rivatuner
Bones right there.
and it would cap it. At whatever frame I wanted, I could cap it at like 66 if I wanted to. A lot of the time in games you can cap it, but it'll be at like a Battlefield, for example. You could do it at like 60, 120 or 144 or 200. It'll be at like, you know, those like refresh rate levels.
You sack of shit. Let's introduce.
But if you get MSI Afterburner and Rivatuner, you can actually just cap it at whatever you want.
They're real nice.
Huh, you found a little shit, did you?
Yep. I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh, no, now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister. I hate that fella.
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Cole.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
We're okay.
We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy...
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. If needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving would be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along. Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine.
Do I have a studio for streaming?
This way.
Like a home studio? No. I just do it at my desk.
How are you holding up, Charles?
I'm okay. Apart from this hand. Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
Oh, there's a bot. Should we get rid of it?
Fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
Is it? Let's have a look. Has it gone borderless now? I bet you it has. No, it hasn't. Interesting. Usually does. Am I off work for Christmas now? No.
Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
Still got a week left until Christmas.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
Huh. There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way, find some higher ground.
Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, going out for John, that thing with the O'Driscolls.
You've had a lot.
I think 60 FPS is... For single player games, I'll absolutely max out the graphics and I don't mind having 60 FPS. Like, if you could add ray tracing, I'd be happy with 60 FPS on single player. If you could get real the graphics look really nice. Whereas in a shooter, I'd rather get higher FPS than have nice graphics. It's about the response time. In my opinion, though, in single-player games, I can't really tell the difference. Like, you're talking about like milliseconds, aren't you?
Some patches of grass here. This is good.
Why does that matter in single-player games, though? Because you don't need to be fast in single-player games. I'd have only thought that would matter in multiplayer games.
The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet. Hey, stop here a second. I see something. Whoa!
Oh no! Got off in the water.
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not?
35 milliseconds. Yeah, but that's really high, isn't it?
You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave
All my monitors are like 1.
Scare everything around.
35 is crazy high, isn't it?
Well, there's no point setting off without that bow.
stay low and move slowly. You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Oh, you're talking about frame time, not response time on the monitor. You're talking about actual frame time. Fair enough. Sorry, I thought you were talking about response time on the monitors. You mean frame time? Is that what you mean? Wait, was it telling me to go? Yeah, when you... Response time, I think people will think you're talking about the screen because you'll have different response times on screens. Like, for example, my 1080p 240Hz has a 1 millisecond response time. Whereas I think you mean frame time. It's kind of different.
Wait, look. There they are. Quick, get that bow out, Arthur. Nice. See if you can get another one.
Another one. Where is it? I see it. I think that's too far. Probably too far, isn't it?
Got it. Well done. I think that's all we can carry. Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
Yeah, you getting the other one.
You sure your hands okay?
Biatch.
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder. Okay, I'll go grab the other one.
Carlo, hello. I think the thing is, when people comment on ray tracing, like, a lot of people have only ever seen it through, like, YouTube videos. If I had solely relied on my view of ray tracing to be based off what I've seen on YouTube videos, then I would also not care about it. But when I've seen it in games on my actual screen, to me it's like a totally different...
Not bad, boy.
To me it's definitely worth it. There's a huge difference. But when I've watched my videos back, I don't think it really does it justice when I've used ray tracing. So I don't think you should really decide if it's worth it or not until you've actually seen it in person.
Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
It's overrated. If you can see ray tracing though at a 4K 60 FPS, trust me, like it is a different. It's almost a completely different game. Like. And just watching it through compressed video on YouTube doesn't really do it justice. Like, you're not really going to see it. But I don't think you should decide that it's bad or good based on what you've seen on YouTube. I'd make the decision when you've actually seen it.
Even if we do get off here, what then? We still have a big price on our heads.
Like, you put Cyberpunk in Psycho ray tracing, it's like a totally different game. Native, anyway. If you're playing natively, if you start adding upscaling and stuff, then yeah, it's like not as good. But I'm hoping with the 4090 Ti, we'll be close to 4K Ultra ray tracing in some games, at 60 at least. Which, yeah, that'd be huge. Because it's just the performance at the moment that kind of lets it down. As soon as we're getting 60, it's a totally different... I think people will maybe start coming around to it a little bit.
Damn thing. Except maybe that can of salted offal.
It is quite different, yeah, for sure, because how else can you condone like a 50, 60 FPS hit? There's obviously something happening because you're losing like such... Sometimes in games it's halving your FPS. Like there's definitely something, it's doing something, isn't it? Because if there was no difference, that just doesn't make any sense because you're losing like half your frames. But I can tell you, after seeing it natively on my own screen, there is 100% a difference.
That makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to them before they get to us.
It's like the 4K to 8K thing. When you see it in person, there's a big difference, but you just can't really see it over YouTube. If you're not running even on an 8K monitor, you're not really going to see it.
I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well,
Like, just look at Portal, for example. There's no way you can tell me that with ray tracing, it looks the same as the old Portal.
Watch out.
Like, there's no way you can say that.
Let's see if we can find another way around. You must be real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter. Oh.
Which way we gotta go then? Up around here. Yeah, Cyberpunk control. Big difference. Even Witcher, like, you put ray tracing on in The Witcher, it looks nuts. The only problem is it's running at like 40 FPS. As soon as you hit 60 with that, honestly, it's a totally different game. Totally different game from the original.
we ain't ever talked that much, you and me. How long you been with us now? 5, 6 months?
Something like that?
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here?
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No. No, not at all. Just... I know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay.
Tracker, yo.
Careful. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch. You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. He taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
Huh. I'm sure.
Dutch safe.
I've never really noticed any difference between the colours. But it's not really something I've ever really paid too much attention to.
Through this. He always sees us right.
How's that new horse?
He's all right. He'll do for now. I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Don't we get attacked here?
Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk.
Oh, we're here.
bastard, but
I thought I remember us getting attacked there for some reason.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Hucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
I'm gonna hitch Taima over here.
Brought some food back, boys.
There's definitely less of a difference with ray tracing at 1080p.
Get these over to Pearson.
I've personally not really ever tested it that much at 1080p. I've mainly done it at 4K. But there's definitely, when we did, I think we did Witcher the other day, and I tested 1080p, 1440p, 4K. Like, 4K really is the biggest difference from what I could see. 1080p is way, way less of a difference with ray tracing.
Just drop it down in here. What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around.
But it was hard to, it's kind of hard to gauge because I'm playing on a 4K monitor, so 1080p and 1440p on this monitor looks blurry a lot of the time. Whereas if you're playing on a 1080p monitor at native 1080p, it kind of looks different from what I see.
Just fine. Charles is a wonder. Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
1440p. 1440p is better, but it's still not 4K. Like 4K really is the biggest difference.
Saying it does. Yeah, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles. I'll be fine in a few days. You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do
Like,
it
my
together.
personal opinion, if you're going to go ray tracing,
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on. This really isn't a job for a man with
it'll be in a single player game, not multiplayer. There's no point doing it in multiplayer. And then you want to really be in 4K, in my opinion. Otherwise, to be honest, I wouldn't bother with the performance hit personally. But like I say, I don't have a 1440p monitor, so my view of it is kind of skewed a little bit because I always drop to 1440p on my monitor, but it just doesn't look as good as like a native 1440p monitor. So it's kind of probably not. I'm probably not the best person to ask in terms of what it looks like at 1440p, because whenever I see it, it's a little bit blurry.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years. Yeah, well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it.
I do want to try and maybe my next purchase be like a 1440p 240Hz monitor, maybe. What is my CPU temperature? It's in the top left, 55, 54.
Dutch being Dutch, he is busy making plans, and Dutch being Dutch.
This is ultra and high settings. Yeah, I followed the testing games YouTube channel settings, so there's a couple on medium. I think it's like shadows, reflection qualities medium. There's like 2 settings that we've got on medium, but I followed his settings, and I'm getting about the same frames as him.
Mind away, Reverend. You still here then?
I owe you.
Yeah. And you'll pay me. But for the moment,
Jose,
just rest.
do I transmit a question in normal latency, low or ultra low?
Time for the train. Want me to come? Of course I do, but
I'm not sure I follow. Are you talking about streaming?
ugly Dutch. It's just a scratch. Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail.
Dutch,
Jackie.
the boy wanted to see you, John.
If you're talking about YouTube streaming, it's low. I'm on low.
What's left of me?
In 1440p, you can change the latency, but in 4K, you can't.
See a corpse.
Bide your time. You'll see plenty of them.
You're a rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it. Now, railway men. Bill, now you ride ahead and set the charge at the water tower just before the tunnel.
Ain't a problem. Why are we doing this? Weather's breaking, we could leave. I thought we was lying low.
Yeah, come on. What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
We're living, Hosea, we're living. Look at me. We're living, even you. But we need money. Everything we has in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you. I just want to stick to the plan, which was to lie low, then head back out west. Now, suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
Leviticus Cornwall's no joke, Dutch.
Who is Leviticus Cornwall?
He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
Well, how good for him.
Personal
He
reference.
has more than enough.
I'm using a Sapphire reference one.
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves. Get your horses ready. We have a train to rob. ready? All right, let's head out. Okay, gentlemen.
Yeah, 1440p 27 inch for sure.
According to the information
I've got a 27 inch. This screen's 27 inch.
the train will be coming north from Big Valley. We're gonna pick it off after it crosses the border into the Grizzlies. There's a raised spot there that should give us good vantage. Charles, you'll keep lookout for any outriders. How's that hand, by the way?
Lower quality streaming B.
I'll take the driver and engineer, then
I don't understand, I'm afraid.
Javier, you
Carlo.
take the front cars, deal with any guards. Arthur and Micah, you head straight for the back. That's what we're after. Mr. Cornwall's private car.
Killed many people in this game and tortured. Jeez. That's intense.
Not if you keep your head for once.
You worry about yourself, huh?
Enough! After Bill blows the tracks, we're gonna need to move fast.
Yeah, I'm excited for Day Before as well. I've been waiting for that game for like 2 years.
Yes, boss. Good. Now come on. Let's ride.
I am using the integrated graphics, yeah, for the stream. If that's what he means.
Out in the snow, finally.
Feels good, doesn't it? But we need to get this done fast. Now it's thawing, before anyone gets up here after us. Oh, look at you boys. See? This is what I call a crew. Micah Bell, Charles Smith, Arthur Morgan, Javier Escuela, and what about young Lenny here? Always the first man on his horse.
I will play Last of Us, yeah, when it comes out.
You sure you're ready for this, kid?
Of course I'm ready. Just stay calm. Keep your eyes sharp. That goes for all of you. No mistakes. Not again.
So we do this, then we go back to Blackwater to collect.
How many times
Watch
you
out.
ask the same question, Micah?
That's a lot of damn money to leave sitting for too long.
It would be crazy to go back there now. The place will be swarming with pink.
How many PCs do I have? It's like 2.5.
When I say we
I'm halfway through building a new AMD one.
of it, the money's safe. You'll just have to trust me. And if
I do
you
swap
really
graphics cards, yeah.
there'll be a stack of railroad bonds on
I have obviously the CPU is either AMD or Nvidia.
work out how to cash them.
I have an old AMD PC. I have this PC which is Intel, and my new one will be the new AMD CPUs,
Come on.
DDR5. But I just switch the graphics cards out as I want.
There's the water tower. Hold up here on the ridge. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Music's awesome. It is, yeah.
Yeah. You want to
Steven, hello.
see how he's getting on?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm alright. How are you? Yeah, I got Red Dead Redemption 2 working. The game's not been working for me, like, for the last week. Wait, can I... What the hell? Can I go down there? Oh, it feels good to play it at more than 30. With the 4090, we were hitting like 120, 130 FPS. Maybe even a little bit higher in 4K.
How you getting on?
Which, yeah, that's crazy. Like, the game feels like a totally different game playing with at 140 FPS at 4K, I tell you.
All right. Go ahead and set up the detonator by those rocks over there.
Okay, sure.
Now just unspool the wire and then attach it to said detonator.
Connect the wire.
Okay, this is
Oh.
good.
All right.
He looked like cut it. He did cut it, I think.
Back up to the others. I got it from here.
How many times did I complete? We've done it twice.
Have to say, I'm rather looking forward to this.
Just be ready to move quick. And remember the plan. All of you.
I've done it once on PS4 and I've done it once on
He said
PC.
it's all fine.
We'll soon find out.
How do we blow it?
Everything okay?
I think so.
Okay, cover your faces. Train should be here any minute now.
Why have I got to put my gloves on? Oh, it's not my gloves, it's the bandana. I have played it in 8K, yeah. If you check on my channel, I've got an 8K video of Red Dead. My 4090.
It's time.
Slightly more aggressive settings than this, though, and we were getting like 40 to 55.
You all know what to do.
Not bad for 8K, really. I think we even had reflections on ultra or high when I did that. So you could probably squeeze out more frames, to be honest.
Shit, no, what? God! Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Where did you find that moron? You said it was fine.
My fault.
Come on!
You're pathetic. You know that?
In 8K, yeah, that was with the 4090.
Here we go. Here we go.
You wouldn't get that with this in 8K.
I'm slipping.
Star Citizen. Yeah, it could do that. Just the game just is so buggy. It's like a buggy mess, that game. Every time I play it, it's just a bit... It's a bit painful.
Yeah, you're okay. Now, let's go slow this thing down.
8K gaming in 2 years. I think with the 4090 Ti, we won't be too far off it at that point. But yeah, maybe 2 years from now, the 5090 or something, it'll wouldn't struggle with it at that point.
Stop this train.
But we'll see.
There's another guard up ahead. You want me to take him? Arthur, who's going?
No, I'm getting him. I'm getting him. Rear naked choke. Throw him off. Throw him off. Oh, wait, what?
We moving up?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
What is wrong with you boys?
Oh my god. That's so brutal. Let the guy climb up a little bit. He's climbed up and got shot in the face.
If we don't stop this train soon, the other boys will never catch us.
I know. Just stay calm.
Oh, whoa.
You got him? I ain't got a clear shot.
It's Abraham Lincoln. Throw him off. Throw him off. Yeah.
I'm going up. We have to stop this train.
Is it stuttery or is it the game? I don't have it stuttering, no. Anyone else? Seems all good, looks all good to me. It might be on your end. It looks fine to me.
More coming off the train.
Shooting all the hats off.
Better be some money at the end of this.
It's fine here. Okay, good. Yeah, no, I think it's okay. Maybe refresh. Maybe you got to refresh.
Still okay?
Try refreshing the stream.
Doing good, kid. Where the hell are the others? Damn it! I thought that was all of them. We're gonna get out of this. I know we are. Hey, that's the other boy.
Oh.
Watch it! More from ahead! All right! Finish those sons of bitches! Good shooting, kid! I can see now why the O'Driscolls brought
You blame me for looking into 4090. I'll take responsibility.
You two all right?
Yes, let's get the money and go.
We got some fellas holed up in this last car.
Ah, shit.
What are you boys planning on doing in there?
Where are they?
Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. Any more of you. I give you my word, but trust me, we will.
I work for Leviticus Cornwall.
Come on, boys.
We got our orders.
Okay. You asked for it.
We ain't
5,
opening this door.
4, 3, 2, 1. Seems our friends have gone deaf. Wake them up a little. That's enough. Mr. Williamson, give Mr. Morgan and Mr. Smith some dynamite. You two boys go.
Isn't this
blow that door
bulletproof
open.
anyway? It looks bulletproof.
Now, don't matter too much to us, but you boys in there.
Like the bullets didn't go through, did they?
Get back.
Seems good enough. Now light the fuse.
Light the fuse.
Here we go.
Unless you got a death wish, I'd step back, fellers.
All right, come on. There's one on out here. We don't want to kill you. We just want to rob your boss. Get on up there. Search that train.
What do I prefer, the 7900 XT or XTX? I've not played the XT. So it's hard to comment on that.
Look at this place. It's like a palace.
Now I've seen everything. Oh, you two
The XTX is obviously a better card for 4K.
Should be easy as cake.
What's your name?
You're just gonna stand there, kid. Pour me some brandy, will you? I'm parched.
Shut up. Me and
But I might maybe in January try and get an XT.
Yeah, kid did good. Didn't see you rushing to jump on that train.
He's keen. I'll give you that. Okay, let's see if we can get this open. Come on. Come on. Get in there.
Rohan. I could do the 3060. I don't have an i5 12th gen though.
That's how it's done.
I could maybe look at getting one, but
Just a pile of paper.
because I think my motherboard supports both, so
I think so.
pretty sure it supports 12th gen
At
CPUs.
least we all know you can read.
give me those.
But I need to try buy an ARC as well.
Invoices,
And like I've just dropped 1,000 on
You got anything?
on this, so I can't really buy anything else until at least next month.
Spanish West Indies.
It is bulletproof. Look, the windows have got like a.
Fancy new boaties ordered from Europe.
I am not robbing.
What else are we looking for then?
As long as I live. Have you checked all the drawers and cabinets?
Which model? A Sapphire.
No, this looks like something.
The link's in the description of the exact model.
Hurry this along, boys.
Closed drawer. Open desk.
These just seem to be contracts.
Oh.
Have you looked down the end there?
Yeah. Behind this door?
There
Oh.
must be some-
Open box, open box. I will get an i5. I want to try and get... I might maybe do that for my Intel. I need to get the Intel Arc as well, so I could probably get an i5 for that build.
Come on.
And then I could switch those out. But yeah, I'll try and have a look in January.
What did you find?
These bonds. They worth anything?
Just make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, just make sure, and I'll
Pretty easily.
yeah. Then when I do some videos or streams on it, you'll see.
Did you get rid of all of this?
The train?
Yeah, get it out of here.
What about them?
What do you think?
I don't know.
It's up to you. Kill them, leave them here, take them with you on the train. Just make sure they don't send no folk after us.
Okay.
See you back at camp. When you get back, we'll be moving on. The rest of you.
How come you went for Intel? I didn't pick exactly one. I am halfway through my AMD PC build. I haven't got round to finishing it off yet. Yeah, because of money. I've got to wait until next month. It's Christmas is a
Get on the train.
it's an expensive time of year, isn't it?
Any bright ideas, I kill all three. So behave. Come on.
That's why I say I've got 2.5 PCs, because it's kind of halfway there, but I've not got enough money to finish off the. I had to spend quite a bit of money on this card, so I couldn't. It was either one or the other, and I knew this card would sell out, so I'd rather get the card than build the other AMD CPU PC. What have I got to do? Just send it off a cliff? It's pretty brutal, isn't it? Yeah, Arc 770. You are going to get one. Well, I'll try it out and then you can see. I won't be able to get one until January. I couldn't actually get one for ages I tried to get one last month, but I couldn't. You couldn't order it from anywhere in the UK.
Put that book away and go help. Oh, Mary Beth.
So, we getting out of this hellhole?
We're gonna try. Weather seems stable.
And we just robbed the Leviticus Cornwall train.
We got money in our pockets. The worst is behind us, gentlemen. So the question is, where now?
I know this country a little. I told you, we should set up camp in Horseshoe Overlook near Valentine.
There is no one on YouTube who does what you and you were doing. Great man. Keeping forward to watch your streams more. Thanks, dude.
Clean noses and everything else. Arthur, you're in that one. Bring Hosea. I know you two like to talk about the good old days and what's gone wrong with old Dutch.
This might be copyrighted music, mightn't it? I've got so many strikes on this game. It's going to be copyrighted, isn't it? You know, because you know when we were playing God of War last time, and people were joking about the copyright on the theme song. You know, you guys made me listen to the theme, didn't you? And you were joking about if I'd get claimed or not. I did get claimed. No! How do I switch it off? Wait, what? Oh, have you got to press apply? What? What is this? Is this because I'm... It might be because I messed with the settings. Yeah. That's the only way it's going to work. No! Oh. It's either that or I just get claimed. I'll have to mute the... It does it to me on this game really badly. This is pretty much maxed out. This is when this breaks. Yeah, I wish all games would have streamer mode, but they don't, unfortunately. I think we're alright now. Some of these settings don't apply since I've modified the system file to get the game working. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're good. It's weird. When I go back to the menu, it like resets your settings. It's really weird. What's it? Has it reset any of my graphics settings? So weird. I don't know. I'm going to need to check tonight what I've done to the system file to make it do that. Definitely doesn't seem right. It's still got my settings though. Weird. It's Pro. Hello, how's it going?
Shut up. I'm just saying. Well, say less. Pick the wheel up. Nearly there.
See? You ain't so useless after all.
Not quite.
Yay, we hit 100, we're over 100 likes on the stream. Cheers, guys.
What do you think?
If they wanted trouble, we wouldn't have seen them.
Poor bastards. We really screwed them over down here. Come on.
I'm good, how are you? Yeah, I'm not bad.
What happened?
Well, get in. I'll tell you.
What the hell? My guy just got like hit by the wheel.
Not too far now. Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland.
Should I say for 13th gen or 12th?
Going. I want to be there before nightfall. So, yes. The Indians in these parts got sold a very rough.
Well, which one? You're going to go for an i5? What's the difference in price between the 12th gen and 13th gen?
Why are we going so slow?
I don't really know the price difference off the top of my head.
Every blade of grass.
How much price difference is there?
Up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
And how's that different from anywhere else?
Well, maybe it's not. I just heard some
Why you spend so much money on graphics cards? It is a waste. It's not a waste. No, I do it for the channel so you guys can see them.
How do you rob and kill?
That's not a waste in my opinion.
We don't. In spite of that, just talk.
I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our block-headed driver here.
Hey, don't blame it on me. Never forget, this here's a con man, Charles, born and bred. Just 'cause it sounds fancy don't mean he knows a damn thing about what he's
Can I max everything out? Yeah, it's just I was following testing games settings. So if I maxed everything out, people moan that I'm not getting the same settings as other people. I'm not getting the same FPS. But the reason is because I was following testing FPS his settings, so as long as you don't moan at me.
So, what happened?
Maybe 10, 15 FPS later, less.
I don't even know if I have one. At least, not that I can remember.
How am I? I'm good, Whatever. How are you?
He told me he lived with our people for a while. A number of free men did. But when we were forced to move from our lands, the three of us fled.
Do I have separate rigs for each card? No. I have almost three computers, but
A couple years later, some soldiers captured my mother.
VSync on, no.
We never
Try
saw
console settings. I don't know what the console settings are.
You was a very sad man, and the drink had a mean hold on.
Have I tried 8K? I have played this in 8K on my 4090, yeah.
Just took off on my own.
If you look on my channel, I've got a video.
The age we found young Arthur here. Maybe a little older. A wilder delinquent you never did see. But he learned fast.
Not as fast as Marston, apparently.
Wait, I don't understand. What's the problem?
There is same settings not maxed.
It's a long story.
10 VSync. I'm not using VSync because I don't want it to cap my frames. I never use VSync. You shouldn't. If you're testing games, you shouldn't use VSync because you're going to cap your frames. It's not a proper test. Which ones have I missed then? I don't see what I've missed. They're all ultra. You can't go any higher with those. Yeah, you can't go any higher.
We still heading the right way?
That depends. Are we still heading west in search of fortune?
The price difference between...
As we planned? No. Are we heading in the...
If I were you, personally, what are you going to be doing on your build? Just gaming? I'd personally get an i7 12th gen, if I were you.
I've been through a couple of times.
If you're going to spend a little bit more money, I'd get an i7 12th gen over a i5 13th gen.
Our kind of place.
Driscoll's?
Probably them too.
Turn off motion blur. Was it on? I didn't think it was on. There's an issue with my settings though, guys, so please don't be too... like, basically the game doesn't work for me on this card. I had to basically mess with the systems file. So basically some of the settings don't save. Like, even though... Look, you see? Like, I don't think I can change it. So you're just gonna have to accept it, I'm afraid. Otherwise I can't play this game. It took me a week to fix it, so... This is the best I can do.
Returns?
Let's hope not.
And this place we're
It's
going-
made no difference to my FPS.
What's it called again?
Horseshoe Overlook.
It's a good...
But I bet you any money we go in it now and it's back on again. I bet you any money. Yeah. Like, it just won't apply it just won't apply it for some reason. I have to look later. But this is the only way I could get it to work.
Place to lie low?
It'll do for now. And how low do you think Dutch is really going to lie?
I think the file you replaced it with, maybe an older... Yeah, maybe, but... I literally spent about 5 hours last night trying to fix it, and this is the only file that would work, so I just had to go with it.
That could have worked out.
Maybe.
It just isn't like Dutch to lose his head like that.
Things go wrong sometimes. People die. It's the way it is. Always has been. Me, you, Dutch. We've all been in this line of work a long time. And we're still here, so...
If you're streaming, then I think you probably want to go for an i7 12th gen, personally, at least. That's what I would do. If you're going to spend a bit more money, just scrap the 13th gen and just get an i7.
Just some yarrow and ginseng. Good for the health. Better than that stuff you buy in the store. Yeah, you can have all this. I'm at the point where I can do it with my eyes closed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you for the stream. No worries. Excelra. Do you remember the file name? Yeah, it's the system one. I think it's an XML file. In settings. But I tried like 10 different files. And none of them worked. This one worked, so I just went with it. I got so fed up trying to get the game to work. I was like when it worked and launched for me, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. So I just kept it. I was like, it works, the game works, let me just play it. It's ever since I switched to Vulkan, when I switched to Vulkan with this AMD card, it's like bricked my game for some reason. Ever since I did that the day it came out, I've not been able to launch the game. So that, I don't really know what's happened there, but... it worked for me now, so I was like, alright, I'll take that. Yeah, I don't know what the price of an i7 is, but it's probably going to be a similar difference between the i5 12th and 13th gen. It's probably going to be in that region, so if you're going to spend the extra money, I'd do that instead.
This place is perfect.
I hope so.
Gentlemen.
Do I have FSR on? I don't know.
For now.
It's not on.
It is time to prosper.
Arthur and I were about to prosper in Blackwater. We were onto something big. Then Micah got you all excited about that ferry, and here we are.
Did it save the rest of my graphics settings? That's what's weird. Some of the settings it saves. Yeah, like these are all on Ultra now. Some of these are custom though, which I don't know what that means. But it saved all these settings. These are all Ultra. It's just some of them it seems to have... like the resolution it doesn't like either. I have to manually change the resolution. And then if we go in game... and then go back, it's going to be off again, isn't it? It's weird. I might have to just hard code it in the file to be off. But it saved the rest of my settings. It's weird. Who knows? Yeah, it's on again.
We have all made mistakes over the years, Jose.
Is it worth upgrading from a 3090 to a 4090?
But I kept us together.
If you're playing in 4K and you want the absolute best experience, then I would say yeah, it is worth it.
I ain't got that long, Dutch. I want folks safe before I go.
Me too.
And now we are stuck.
If you're playing in anything less than 4K, then I would say no, it's not worth it. And it's not worth over 2,000 either.
My brother, but we are safe. We make a bit of money here, then we move again, head out around them, be west of Uncle Sam. In a few months, buy some land.
I hope so.
Would you just look around you? This world has its consolations.
Gentlemen, I'm going to head into the local town.
Price difference is 30 quid. If it's 30 quid, then yeah, I mean, go for it.
Of course, Herr Strauss. I prefer robbing banks to usury.
You're playing in 4K. If you're playing in 4K, then you're going to be going from playing in 4K 60 Ultra to 4K 100 plus Ultra. Like FPS wise. And you're going to get frame generation, DLSS 3, all of that stuff. So if that's kind of what you're aiming, if you've got a 4K 144Hz monitor at least, it's definitely worth it. In my opinion. You could play Red Dead Ultra settings 130 FPS. Between 120 and 140 FPS, which is nuts. If you've got 144Hz display, it's like, you know, different game.
It's time for everyone to earn their keep.
There is a town a little way down the track named Valentine. Livestock town, all mud and morons, if I remember right.
Especially ray tracing too, yeah. If you like the look of ray tracing,
Real food. That means every day.
maybe,
One of you.
And remember,
I don't know, I'd be interested to see a 4090 Ti now, but that won't come out until next year. Like this time next year, will it? Maybe October next year.
sensible out there.
And I imagine the price on that would be even more insane, but I definitely wouldn't pay more than...
We put you over here.
I wouldn't pay more than $2,000 for one of these 4090s, personally. That's too much.
It should be. Most of your stuff from Blackwater got saved.
At retail price, it's fine, which is what, 1,599 now, I think. It's very expensive still, but it's more acceptable than $2,500, whatever it was.
Shit, with more common sense than you, do it properly.
Like, I don't think anyone, surely no one's spending $2,500 on that MSI Supreme 4090. That's just crazy money.
got off the mountain and rode east into some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see...
You know why this game's so hyped? Yeah, I mean, it's really good. Graphics are really good. Story's really good. Gameplay's really good. And it still holds up today, even though the game came out when? 2018, was it?
Arthur?
Jose?
Quite a day.
Let's hope so.
There's a bunch of the boys already in Valentine. Bill, Charles, and Javier. And Swanson found something down at the train station by the lake, apparently. And Strauss came back with that creepy little smile on his face. I'm sure there's a whole list of unfortunates he's forced money upon.
Thank you. And you?
I'm gonna read a book.
Have I tried VR porn? No. VR to me is I think it's a waste of money. For gaming, anyway. You get those novelty games, but that are fun to play in VR, but overall, I think I'd still prefer to just play normal.
Nothing. Nothing at all. For the first time in weeks.
How much was it for? It's nothing to do with 4K capture. I could stream in 4K, but there's a number of reasons why people don't really stream in 4K. Number one, the delay on the stream is really high, so I wouldn't be able to talk really engage with you guys, because there'd probably be a delay of like over a minute between what I play and what you see, so basically any engagement is kind of out of the question. And also you need a really high bit rate to like have any decent quality in 4K streaming. That's why you don't see like no Twitch streamers in 4K, and like I don't see any YouTube streamers streaming in 4K either. Most people are 1440p now. Like, I could do it. I have streamed in 4K before, but it's just not a great experience, to be honest. I'd prefer being at 1440p and, like, being able to actually engage with people. And if anything, have a better quality on the stream, too. It's easier at 1440p to have better quality.
Oh! Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
Oh, eventually.
So, while the rest of us are busy stealing, killing, lying, fighting to try to survive...
That's a godlike PC. It's not bad.
Think all day.
Well, it's a strange world we live in, Arthur Morgan.
What do I like better? 4090. I like a 4090 better.
Great. Go check the horses are ready.
If you gonna take the old man into town, you can take us too?
Well, what you got planned?
Nothing. We'll find something for y'all to do. We always do. We're bored.
I need to get my boots.
We've lived up here for 2 weeks now. Karen's about ready to murder Grimshaw.
Well, can Miss Grimshaw spare you?
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you? What's happened to you, Arthur? 3 young, healthy women want you to take them a robbing. You're worried about house chores. Let's go.
Fair enough. You got me. Come on then.
I can't believe
You have a gaming laptop? Which one, Mo?
like weeks since we did.
Yeah, Valentine. Very embodiment of civilization. Ladies are gonna love it.
Okay then. Let's go.
All right.
How often do I stream? Every day. You're gonna pick up a 4080 later this month? Nice. Which one?
Ladies, sing us a song.
Just read the description about the GPUs you have. Yeah, I have quite a few. I have quite a collection now. Yeah, this is actually ultraed out now as well, settings-wise. We could drop some of them back to what they were. Do you want me to drop to what we were? the same settings as we had with as testing games, because they're the settings I initially set, which we had. Maybe just drop some of these. We were hitting closer to 100. Did that save? Maybe? Oh no, he had them on medium, didn't he? He had those on medium. It didn't save. No. Is it gonna... Oh, it's just gonna bug out now, is it? I'm not sure we can switch them back now. No! I wonder what that bug is in, how I can fix that. Yeah, I think we've screwed. No! Don't know how I change that now.
Is one of you gonna get that fella's horse?
Well, I got lumbago. It's very serious.
I'll have to look at that tonight, that bug.
Alright, I'll see what's going on.
I haven't tried Modern Warfare. I've played Warzone. We played Warzone this morning. I haven't done Modern Warfare 2 though.
You alright there, friend? Oh, hey, you couldn't help me get my other horse back from over there, could you?
Maybe check. Yeah, I had to make it read-only though, Tracker, because otherwise whenever I booted the game, it deleted the file, and then the game wouldn't start. So I had to make it read-only. Maybe now I've booted the game up once though, maybe I could now unswitch it from read-only. Maybe. I mean, I could try it now, couldn't I? Could I do it mid-game? Would that work, or would I have to restart? Weird thing is though, it does work. Like the settings do change some, but it's random. Let me, I'm gonna just look now. I don't know if I'll do it mid-game. It might crash though. No? Let me see. We could try it. Try it and see. How many times have I completed this game? I've completed it twice. Because I had to select as read-only, otherwise when I booted it would just delete the file. No, it's probably just reset it again, isn't it? Oh, no, okay, it saved it. Maybe that's worked then. Maybe the first time you load, you need it on read-only, and then after that you can remove it, maybe? Maybe we can switch that off. Oh, I know, I pressed... Oh, God. Yeah, maybe that's worked then. Good, that was a good suggestion. Didn't think of that. I wish there was a test of older CPUs. I tested on some older CPUs with my 4090. I did the Ryzen 9 5950X. You just get low utilization, not low, but you don't get 100% utilization on the cards. Like if you check out, I've got a couple of videos. I'm leading him the wrong way. I've got a couple of videos with the 4090 and 5950X, and in some games I'm hitting like 80% utilization and stuff.
Here you go.
You're a gentleman, sir. A gentleman.
No, not really. I was just trying to impress the women.
Well, anyway, thank you.
Come on, let's go.
To Valentine!
You're turning into a regular old fairy godmother there, Arthur.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means you got a heart.
A small one, perhaps, hidden deep inside, but a real one? And you haven't, your pulse-vote lizard.
Lizards have hearts.
Well, Arthur, I'm proud of you.
To be honest, if you lot hadn't been here, I probably would have robbed him.
Well, you did it. Woo! Smell those sheep. Or is that Uncle?
Oh, very funny.
This looks like a decent little town. Other people, finally.
331 millimeters long. What's the length of the case? What case is it?
Oh no, Miss O'Shea is far too high and mighty now for the likes of us.
If you're running in 4K, CPU isn't a concern. It is up to a certain point. If you're running a 4090 with an i5 in 4K, that's going to be a problem. It's not gonna. You can still run, but are you getting the most optimal amount of performance you could have? Absolutely not.
Remember that though, Arthur?
Probably not.
Let's park up down the end there, near the stables.
600 watts peak. My whole rig. This whole rig. I can't. What's going on here? I can't get off the. How do I reverse? Where have I got to go? There we go.
All right. Here we are, just like I said. A cultural center of civilization. Man at his finest.
Uncle, what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
With pleasure. We'll start at the saloon.
Okay.
It's a cooler master.
Don't get yourselves noticed.
Well, what's the length though? What are the dimensions of that case, lengthwise? It'll tell you usually. If you search up a PC case, it'll tell you the clearance.
A maniac?
If it's a micro though, that might be quite small.
To be known as the one-shot kid.
I could fit my 4090 in a Lian-Li mini MIDI, but it's really, really close. Like really close.
Desperately.
360 is the longest it can hold. Well, you're fine then, no?
No.
If the GPU's 330, you're fine.
Second favorite parasite.
Very funny.
But you've also got to take into account. I don't know what the layout of that case is, but if the cooler is on the front as well.
Shut up.
If you've got like a radiator on the front, that'll take up some room. I don't know what the layout of that case is.
So,
Mine's always on the side, so it doesn't affect the clearance, but.
You know, something to pass the time while we're waiting on the women.
always thinking ahead, ain't you?
You're looking a bit tired there, Arthur.
What have I got to buy?
Why don't you pick up some coffee while we're here?
Coffee.
Stock list in the catalog here.
Buy some coffee.
Whiskey's on the top shelf, nearest the door.
Coffee. Where is it?
You not getting anything, Arthur?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't see it. Where's the coffee then? Do I prefer curved monitors?
You're actually buying for one?
Oh, it's over here.
Feeling all right?
I don't have a curved monitor.
Some folk got no respect for their elders no more.
Okay, if you're done, I'll meet you outside. I won't be too long.
What else can I buy? Hair. Hair pomade. Canned peaches.
A jaw heart.
What is this list of yours?
I got a lot to replenish after that.
Just swigging the, what is that, rum or whiskey?
Sir. It's a funny world, you know. This time in my career, I pictured myself being married to an heiress.
Oh no.
Gentlemen.
I think I got something good.
What?
I snuck into this fancy house. Acted like a servant girl. Usually works. Someone was saying her sister was taking a trip from New York or someplace. Train full of rich tourists heading to Saint Denis and then cruising off to Brazil.
Okay.
A train laden with baggage and passing through a bit of deserted country at night as to get to the docks in time for the tides in some place called Scarlet Meadows.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's right out near New Hanover. Right, it's real quiet out there.
Sounds good. Where's Tilly and Karen?
I think at the hotel. They were picking up some drunken fellas that they was gonna rob.
Why?
It seemed easy. They have been gone for quite a while.
I guess I'll go see if there's any trouble.
Oh, there's Tilly over there. That does not look ideal.
Excuse me.
You thought I wouldn't find you, Tilly?
You can go kiss a damn snake for all I care. Get off me!
Yeah, this guy's about to get beat down.
Too long. Get your hands off her. Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get the hell off of her, you son of a bitch.
Hey, take it easy.
Punch him.
Problem here.
There will be if you don't get out of here right now.
Oh no. I thought I could scare him. I thought I'd scare him with the gunshot.
Get your hands off me!
You thought I wouldn't find you, Tilly?
You can go kiss a damn snake for all I care. Get off me!
Get your hands off her, friend.
Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get off her.
Or what exactly?
You want to find out?
Sheesh.
You're making a big mistake, Tilly Jackson.
Just get lost.
I ain't doing this with
Go
you.
wait
right
with
now.
Uncle and Mary Beth. They're across the street.
Okay. Thanks, Arthur.
Uncle! Look after her. I'm gonna go see about Karen in the hotel.
Can I help you, sir?
Can you help me?
Now, please.
Oh, get the hell out of here, will you? Sorry. Wrong room. I'm getting what I paid for.
Hey!
Hey, you!
A friend of hers.
Get out of here, buddy. I paid.
Ain't paid to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here!
Let's dance, bitch. Oh.
What the hell are you doing here?
Trying to play him?
Loot.
Not very well.
You okay?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Nothing
58 cent.
about, just men. But stupid bastard was boasting about the bank.
Bank?
Sure, I know small town banks are usually a waste of time, but this is a livestock town. There's lots of cash sometimes.
Okay. Keep investigating.
I will. After you. Thank you, Arthur. I don't much like being saved, but when I have to be.
I understand.
You okay?
Sure. He only punched me. Arthur punched him a lot harder.
All right, then.
Hey, who's that guy over there looking at us?
Weren't you in Blackwater a few weeks back?
Me? No, sir. Ain't from there.
Oh, you were. Well, I definitely saw you with a bunch of fellers.
Me? No. Impossible. Listen, buddy, come here for a minute.
I saw you.
Come here.
Come on, get!
I don't like this. Me neither. Go get the girls home. I'm gonna go have a word with our friend.
Be careful, Arthur.
Just a word. Yeah.
The savages prove we're here. Take my horse.
Just borrowing it.
You stay away from me.
Get back here right now.
Get your ass back here, boy. Oh no, I'm running over the chickens.
Why me? Mister, please. I'm sorry.
Whoops. What am I doing? Killing. Do I kill him? Bye. Whoops. It's like the scene from The Lion King.
Yep.
That's the scar mode. It is, yeah. Gotta leave no witnesses. You've got to loot him for a pen. What's so good about the pen?
Howdy.
Another round. Hey, all right, there we go. Oh, Arthur, come here, come over here. I want you to meet our friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, ain't you just the toughest teak mountain man?
You only get it once.
Quiet, Anastasia. Anyone can tell this one is a...
That's alright. I've completed the game twice. I think the other 2 times I let him live, so doesn't really matter.
Say, how much you cost anyway?
Well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Excuse me.
Well, I must say, you got a fine way with the women, amigo.
Yeah.
I don't want to try and be good though, so maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Where's Bill?
Oh man, I dread to think about it.
Because they usually almost always have bad honor.
Are you about to kiss that guy or punch him?
Oh, and we have our answer.
Come here, you bastard. Oh, come on. We can handle these fools.
Yeah. I do want to try and be good though. I need to try and because I think I've always got bad honor at the end. Need to try and be nicer. Who's next? Oh, it's a big boy.
Come here, you little greaser. Let's do this.
What is the difference between the 4084? Yeah, I mean, performance-wise, FPS, but temperatures are different. The clock speeds are different. The power consumption's different. Boss levels, yo. You liked. Cheers, dude. 126. Thanks, man.
Really, boy? You're kidding me. Really, boy?
Yeah, Starfield looks good. Big Tommy, big boy.
Come on, let's see it. You okay there, Arthur? Yeah. I got this son of a bitch.
I said this would be fun, didn't I?
You can't be the best this time.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm trying to break free.
Hey, come on, stop that! Stop! Stop! Please! Please! I beg you, stop. Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
What business is it of yours?
No business. No business, sir, but please, I beg you.
Making new friends again, I see, Arthur.
Look who we found sniffing about.
Josiah Trelawney.
The very same.
Well, I thought you'd gone to New York.
And miss all this glamour. You must be joking.
How are you?
What does clock speed affect? Well, I mean, it affects the just performance of the card.
Looking for you, gentlemen. You're not very popular there, it seems.
Like, the higher the speed, the more kind of power you have.
Charles, I've missed you. And Bill, looking as well as can be. Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
You're right. We ain't too popular in Blackwater.
We left a lot of money there.
And young Sean, it seems.
Sean, you found him.
Yes, I have. He's being held by some bounty hunters, trying to see how much money the government will pay them.
I'm not sure actually what the difference. What is the max clock speed you can have with a 4090?
If we step foot in Blackwater.
Is it similar to a 4080? I actually don't know.
There'll be Pinkertons all over the place, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
Yeah, of course.
Some people running the 4090 at 3.2.
Always is. Charles, go find out what you can.
That's got to be higher than a 4080, hasn't it?
Take Javier. Arthur, go get yourself cleaned up. Join them when you're ready.
Well, what about me?
Well, exactly. What about you?
What does that mean?
Oh, Bill, come on.
Galax GeForce RTX 4080 can achieve a clock speed of 3.6. Jeez. So yeah, there's differences there on the cards as well. Same as I think Vindin mentioned, like VRAM is different too. The graphics all look the same if you've got the same settings. But it's just the smoothness of the game. If you're playing in the exact same settings, the game graphics are still the same. It'll just look smoother on a 4090 over a 4080. So if I'm running you'd be running at similar frames to this with a 4080, whereas with the 4090 I'd be closer to 144, so it's going to look smoother. So the game ultimately would look better with a 4090, but not from like a graphical detail perspective, more just a smoothness of playing. But when you've got lower FPS, it's often harder to actually, you don't really tell the graphics as much. I don't really know how to describe it. You can see the graphics are good, but it's harder to tell when you've got like really choppy FPS.
Waltzing through here like you own the place, but the O'Driscolls got designs on it. You think you're the tough one out here? Think again.
Why can't I call a horse or anything? Saying there's one up here. If you run the same settings, must be the same. Yeah, exactly. If as long as you've got the same settings on, it'll look the same. It's just the smoother game is going to look nicer to play than in terms of the higher the FPS you have, the smoother it'll look. It'd be a nicer experience. Put on FSR. Where is it? It's not you have to press A. I always think to just back out, press B, but would this run 8K 60? No, it wouldn't. No, it would struggle in 8K. FSR quality, so what is it, 15 FPS more on average maybe? Any games it could run in 8K? It could run stuff like Counter-Strike or something, Valorant, it could probably run in 8K. No, anything that's slightly demanding, I don't think it could run in 8K. Martin, hello, how's it going? Yeah, I can notice FSR, I can see FSR, it's kind of, things look a bit flat, like, a bit like, it's not sharp, you know? Go hunting, I don't want to do that. What the hell?
Speak! Don't cry, boy. Speak about your gang.
I can't.
Boy.
Whoa! Hold your horses there.
Yeah,
It seems
we still need to wait for FSR 3, but I don't know what the plan is for that.
Mr. Williamson could have a word.
Don't know what games that's coming to.
I told all of you. I don't know nothing, okay? They ain't no friends of mine. I just been ridden with them for a while.
Horseshit. You see, we heard that part, so how about you tell the truth? Dutch, what do you want me to do?
Hurt him, so the next time he opens his mouth, it is to tell us what is going on. Who am I kidding? One of O'Driscoll's boys couldn't open his mouth, but he'd tell a lie. Screw it. Let's just have some fun. Geld him.
Yeah! What's he doing? Where's he going?
Oh, don't worry.
Because I know Nvidia released a list of games they were bringing DLSS 3 to first, but I've not seen anything for AMD. The slider, oh okay. It's just, I think it's a 30 or 40 by default.
Well, you are gonna talk. The only question is now or after.
What is the best GPU for 1440p? What frames?
I know where O'Driscoll is holding.
What FPS do you want at 1440p?
He don't like you any more than you like him. He's at 6 Point Cabin. I'll take you there. Serious. I don't like him. I mean, I like him even less than I like you. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
How many games for DLSS 3? Oh, I don't know. I don't know the exact amount. I've probably played maybe 6 or 7. Maybe slightly more.
Let's go.
So what do we have? Witcher, both the Spider-Man games, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Plague Tale. What else? There's others. There's something else. But there'll be way more than that. There'll be games I've not played.
Up into the hills behind Valentine.
With the Warhammer game that actually has DLSS 3. I think. Oh no, it didn't. Did it? Callisto didn't, because that's AMD.
That's what he says. Come on.
I'm taking you to him. Look, I'll give you more.
You want 120 FPS? If you want 120 FPS at 1440p, you're either depends if you like a 4070 is probably going to be able to hit that, but it's not out yet.
Sharing saddle with an O'Driscoll. Who'd have thought?
How many times I gotta say?
You probably got to go for a 3080 or 3080 Ti from the old series, and maybe a 6800 XT would probably give you that as well. At least like over 100 FPS. Depends how much money you want to spend.
Boy, are you high.
Morgan, you got throwing knives in your saddlebag.
Was the 5800X 3D? It was good for gaming, yeah. It was one of the... Probably at one point it was the best gaming CPU you could have.
How about you give it to me instead of hiding it somewhere? Hoping the opportunity
Over 35 games has it. Nice. Yeah, I knew it'd be way more than what I've played. I've just played your kind of generic mainstream games, but... Still waiting on Cyberpunk. Still waiting on them to edit on that.
Morgan, you didn't tell me what the O'Driscolls smell like before you asked me to ride with them.
What's the consensus? We keeping? I'll switch FSR off now. It's like 15 to 20 FPS more than on average, something like that. Not huge, but... I don't really see the benefit personally. I'd rather just have the quality of native.
Because you wasn't asked to ride with us. You was told.
I smell like a stall ain't been cleaned out in a month. I smell like that because you had me tied up there about as long.
You'd be smelling worse if we'd done what someone was.
I think I might wait for the 7950X 3D. Yeah, it's probably not worth buying now.
I'm trying to make amends.
It's not worth buying the old one. At least wait until they announce the new ones and then see what they're like.
No, Colm killed Dutch's sweetheart.
And that's the man you chose to ride with. A woman killer.
Well, it was after he killed his brother. And the way I understood it,
Making excuses for the man and his crimes. What kind of trap you leading us into, boy?
I ain't. I'm trying to help, honest.
One thing goes wrong. One thing other than you smelling funny, you're the first O'Driscoll will shoot.
Yeah, DSS 3 is definitely an improvement. You get more FPS and also you lose less quality as well, from what I've seen.
You know, you all ain't that different from the O'Driscolls.
What did you just say?
I've been watching you all these weeks, and,
You've been tied to a tree. You don't know nothing about this gang.
Yeah, well, I'd say you don't know much about the O'Driscolls. But maybe I know more about you than you know about them. And I know all about them, so...
Tell us then. How are we like those mongrel dogs?
You're outlawed like them? You're out to survive like them? You live rough. You live hard. Fight.
What's better for competitive gaming? Depends what refresh rate you've got on your monitor. Like input-wise, input latency and stuff, you want to probably be on the lower resolution 1440p. Whereas earlier in Warzone, 4K Ultra settings with FSR on, we were hitting 144, 150, so you could play in 4K, but if you're a real competitive player, you probably want to do 1440p. I personally still play... If I played in my own spare time on COD, I'd play at 1080p 240 personally. I'd never play competitive at 4K, it doesn't really make a ton of sense.
We move quick and hard. Settle this like we know how, okay? Okay by me.
With you, Morgan.
All right then.
Through the trees here. Easy. Hey, we're real close.
Like I say, my next purchase would probably be a 1440p 240Hz, or I'm kind of interested in a 360Hz as well. But I don't know if you can get a 1440p in that, can you? It might have to be a 1080p 360Hz. I'd always rather have the higher frames in competitive games.
Okay. Off your horses. Let's go.
You gonna get them knives?
I said easy.
Like, I'd rather have 1080p 360Hz than 1440p 144 or something. I'd rather lower the res again and just go 360.
Remember, I'm watching you every moment.
I ain't gonna shop you now. Come on. It'd be suicide.
You could get 3, but it's 1K. Yeah, and also it's harder to hit 360Hz at 1440p, and like in some games, okay, but say COD for example, you're not going to hit that at 1440p.
Okay, get down.
Cabin's in the clearing now.
So easy just to go 1080p.
There'll be a bunch of fellers hiding out there too.
Are these fellas armed?
Armed, drunk, wary of strangers. Yup.
And Colm O'Driscoll?
He'll be holed up in his cabin. Be passed out, booze blind, likely as not. And over there, someone's coming.
So, who's gonna tell him we ain't got nothing for the pot?
Oh, let me think. The feller that spooked the game, I reckon.
I'm gonna drain it. I'll catch up. No, we ain't gonna fall for that. We're gonna wait so you can tell him yourself. Yeah.
270 Hz, 440p. Fair enough. What games? What competitive games do you play?
Yes, sir. Come on, shake it off.
You don't get an edge at 360 over 240. That's like an extra 120 extra frames though. Like for me, there's a big difference between 144 and 240, so surely there's a big difference between 240 and 360. That's an even bigger gap.
You want me to take him?
Send him.
Okay. I got him.
Valorant, yeah. I mean, Valorant and Apex you'll hit, although on Apex you're capped at 300 anyway, aren't you, I think? Oh no, you said 270, so you'll be fine anyway. COD, you'd have to go, we were what? We were 1440p Ultra with FSR on, and we hit 200 and just above.
Don't you damn move.
So you'd have to drop all your settings to low, and I'm not sure you'd hit 270, but you'd be maybe 240, 250 or something. If you dropped all your settings to low. So 270 would be okay, I think.
The next two.
You'd still be getting good. You know, you'd almost be hitting that.
Get down this hill or I'll pull you down it. What the devil?
You don't notice that. Well, I'll still probably get one anyway. Have you got a 360 Hz monitor then? M3. What 360 Hz monitor have you got? M3G, what 360 Hz monitor have you got? You don't? Oh. How do you know it's not worth it? How do you know 360 is not worth it?
We catch you unawares.
Oh, that's just what you heard, right? I mean, I personally imagine there is probably a difference. If you're hitting 360, I imagine there's got to be a difference. But I'll get one. I'll get one, and then I'll let you know.
You all right?
Sure. Thank you. Como Driscoll. He ain't here.
Yeah, I imagine I can tell the difference between 240 and 360. I can tell the difference between 160 and 240. So I imagine there's a difference between 240 and 360. That's 120 FPS difference. It's quite a big difference.
It's a good point, Arthur.
All right, then, go on. Get out of here.
Hey?
I won't kill you.
I didn't set you up.
Get lost.
Get lost.
I'm letting you run away. Now go on. Get out of here.
That's as good as killing me. Out there, without you, Como Driscoll's gonna lose his mind about this.
So?
So I'm one of you now.
You should do a blind test. Well, I can't test it until
But I'm warning you.
Oh, you mean on like what, 240? I can usually tell like before, say for example, when I'm on this monitor, if I do something with ray tracing that's really demanding, I can usually easily tell if it's over 60 or not. Like immediately. On my 1080p, I can tell if it's 144, 240 easily as well. So I imagine between 240 and 360, I could probably tell. But I haven't really played competitively on my 1080p 240 in a while, because I just don't really have time. But when I do, like, yeah, 240 is crazy nice in comparison. Especially in shooter games, it makes a massive difference. What do I do with this then? Sopal, hello, how's it going? I don't get this attitude though of the distance though, like that's 120 FPS. Like that's loads. How can you not tell the difference? The 120 FPS difference. That's nuts. I don't know how you can't tell the difference between that. You can tell the difference between 60 and 144 though. But you can't tell the difference between 144 and 240 or something. Like, that just seems crazy to me. Have I just dropped my other rifle? How do I don't want to drop that. Why have I got to give something up? Well, I don't want the bow, do I?
At least you got something tucked away.
A G8 QA, what's that? Is that a 4K 240? I know that's the G9, isn't it? QHD, is it? Oh, there's loads of money here. 175. Nice. Oh, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about that monitor that much. If you guys say it's good, then I take your word for it. I don't know how I can keep my bow with that. Crime reported, what? Yeah, I just ran straight past them, what the hell? I do really want an OLED. They do look insane. Oh wait, I should probably not run into town, should I? I don't even own a TV, but I would definitely get an OLED one if I could, if I had one. You own an 8K monitor but don't own a TV. I literally just don't watch TV. Like, I don't have time. I've got all of my desk stuff on my desk, so like monitor-wise, if I need to watch something, I just watch it on my desk. Like, I have absolutely no reason to have a TV. Like, I don't watch TV or anything. So I would just buy a TV and it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't even be plugged in. Just don't have time to watch it. Oh, I didn't. Oh no.
Wanna go hunting?
What are you?
Like, especially now, you can watch so much stuff on like online, like iPlayer and stuff. I just don't. I don't even bother.
I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. Look, you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then. So you still ain't replaced Boadicea?
Nah, I miss her. She was quite a horse. This one's okay, but ain't no Boadicea.
I've been meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me and was out riding, so I... Well, you know how it is.
I see.
Let's take him to Valentine. It's on the way, sorta. There's a decent dealer there. We'll unload him, you could buy yourself a new horse. Put your saddle on him, let's get going.
Okay, but I do kind of like this horse.
There's nothing wrong with two horses, and the stables always have the best ones.
Well, I guess you're right.
This is gonna be fun, Arthur.
You won't throw me?
No, he's an angel, if I'm near him.
Nasty little look in his eyes.
Oh, don't be rude about this magnificent creature.
Yeah, stay away from news channels. Yeah. I've just got better things to be doing, to be honest, than watching TV.
Alright, let's head into town. No bar fights, please. I heard about that.
Also, in the UK, you'd then need to pay for a TV license as well.
Might be gone a couple of days.
Just easy, just not watch any of it.
A horse tack at the Valentine stables. Some beautiful saddles. I used to have a real nice one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Got stolen outside that saloon in Deer Creek.
Ah, I remember now. Just about. That turned into a long day.
Yes. Remember? Mac went crazy. Threatened to kill the whole town.
You're meant to pay that if you have a phone. You're only meant to pay it if you watch BBC iPlayer, but I don't, so... If you watch BBC iPlayer on your phone, then yeah, you technically need to pay it, but... I don't literally watch any of that. I don't even think I've ever even installed any of those apps on my phone.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well...
What even's on the BBC anyway?
Never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Like, most of the stuff, like, you can just watch on Netflix anyway.
Just feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back on our feet.
I hope so. You find a way to offload those Cornwall bombs?
BBC's... No, it's not. The BBC in the UK. What's it stands for? British Broadcasting something? Channel, maybe? I don't know. Or company? British Broadcasting Company, maybe? Yeah, exactly. Benchmark Boy Computer. That sounds right. Get that BBC down here. Can I have a look at your BBC?
Stables are just up ahead. All right. Go sell that big brute and buy yourself a horse.
Remember Blue Peter?
To lure that bear out with.
I do remember that, yeah.
Hey, how can I help you? I'm in the market for a new horse.
Top of the Pops. Do you remember Top of the Pops?
Well, you're in the right place.
I missed Top of the Pops, to be
Got
fair.
some beauties in at the moment. Yeah. And what about this one here? Yeah, you looking to sell? I ain't sure yet. You got papers? No. No papers. Well, of course, that's gonna affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella who's been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while. He'll pay a good price. Otherwise, I can always stable him here for you. Here, take a look.
Sell or stable? We want the big boy. Yeah. Should have called it BBC. Apple. Let's get him some apples. Horse Reviver. I remember I needed that last time. Accidentally falling off cliffs and stuff.
All right, partner.
You know how it is.
You got yourself a deal. And a fine new horse. I hope so. Well, I don't sell anything other than good animals. You have my word on that. All right, let's see. Here are your papers. And on me, a new grooming brush. And some treats. Appreciate
Did you see that rendering then? That looked weird.
All right, you treat this fella well. I know he's gonna look at
Tracker, you're gonna go eat. See you. See you later. Thanks for watching. Maybe see you tomorrow. I'll maybe only stream for another half an hour or something.
I guess we'll see.
And then I got to go to the gym and do some work.
All right, girl.
All right, let's get going. We got quite a ride ahead of us.
Lead the way. Go.
I think this is when you get attacked by a bear, right? The legendary bear.
Up in the mountains east of Cumberland Falls.
I think it is.
I just hope I can remember how to get there.
Back into the mountains. I sure didn't figure on that.
But this time, we're doing the chasing. So how are things with you and John?
Fine.
Ain't it about time you let it go now?
It was a year, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
I've spoken to him many times. He knows he did wrong. He just wants to put it behind him.
I'm sure he does. Running off on that kid is one thing, but there's code. He knows that. He ain't Trelawney. Dutch and you pretty much raised him.
I know. But it's done. Has been for a while now. Okay, I think we need to head right up here.
How many years before a new Red Dead game?
Yes, I remember this place.
Anyone calling it?
Stone Pond. We're going the right way.
20 years. Oh no.
That's the lake there. Good. We made it.
That'll make me cry if it's 20 years.
Other side.
I'll be in my 50s.
Where you think Mike and Lenny got to? Susan sent them out scouting, but I figure they'd be back by now.
Might have children. Be like, Daddy, why are you playing? Why are you riding a horse? Shooting people?
Lenny's got a good head on his shoulders.
Well, shouldn't have taken him this long.
No, but no point thinking the worst. Look there. Rabbits.
I'll be like, let the boy play.
Try and shoot one.
You don't want to use anything too powerful on a small animal like that. Just ruin the meat. Best thing's a bow or a 22 caliber varmint rifle.
I have hunted rabbits before, you know.
Oh, I've got my bow back.
And obliterated them with a shotgun, if I remember right.
What's going on here? Hunt a rabbit.
Okay, girl.
What's up, Dak? Oh no, oh no. Pick up the rabbit.
Yeah.
Good job. All right. It's getting late. Reckon we should camp here.
Sure.
Well, then you get us set up.
Wito, hello. How's the game? It's been alright. I had some issues with the settings because I had to basically manipulate some of the game files to get to work. But it turned out it was because I had them in read-only. I had to have them in read-only to be able to launch the game, because the game was deleting the files when I launched it. But then to be able to actually change the settings, I had to then take it off read-only, basically. But I fixed that, and it seems like it's all right now. I fixed it last night.
I'm fine.
Luckily.
I don't like eating this late.
Okay.
It seemed to be when I changed the setting. When I put in this AMD card last week, we launched Red Dead and we changed to Vulkan, didn't we? For whatever reason, that seems to have caused, like, I don't know, it's like bricked the game for me. I don't quite know why. But, like, there seems some issue there. I don't know if maybe it's with the driver thing or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, I had to delete a load of game files, basically, and kind of manually create the files. It's kind of weird, but it worked. Last night, it's just miraculously worked. And I was like, I'm just going to leave it and not touch it now, and it still works today, so. I'm not touching the Vulkan thing again, though. Congrats on fixing. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, I probably spent like a good, I don't know, 8-9 hours trying to fix that overall. So yeah, pretty, oh, what's going on? Do I have to cook all of this?
Alright.
Glad that it's fixed. At least it runs now anyway. Have I played Red Dead Redemption 2 before? I have, yeah, I've completed it twice. The only issue is, with Wito, it's deleted all of my saves. I know we just completed the game anyway, so not such a big deal, but kind of annoying. So yeah, not brilliant, but we were at the beginning of the game again anyway, because I just completed it, hadn't I? So it's not the end of the world.
Morning, Arthur. You ready?
Oh, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Sure.
There you go.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track them, but we might need to lay bait to draw them out. Bears like fish, obviously, but they also have a sweet tooth. A lot of fellas bait, then shoot from the trees, but I prefer to hunt on the ground. More dangerous, but we'll have a much better chance of getting a good shot in. And if he bolts, we can start right off after him. Can you mix up this bait for me while I finish packing this up? Fish, berries. I'll tie it up in that rag when you're done.
I hope you know what you're talking about.
I grew up in the mountains, Arthur. Oh, virtually weaned on bear meat. Hurry up so we can get going.
I think I got this done.
Good.
Hold on, how do I
We'll get going.
leave?
Okay, let's go.
Right. I think this definitely is the bear mission. It's the legendary bear, isn't it?
We'll try our luck down
I think
by
I remember.
water. That's where I saw him last.
Okay.
How's that horse treating you?
So far, so good.
You know, I was in this area with Bessie.
This game apparently had a serious problem after that. Yeah, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I've changed a Vulcan before and it's never been a problem, but whether it's some kind of combination with this card and that, I don't know. But I don't really want to find out, to be honest.
Guess you were still young.
It could just be some driver thing maybe with this card, I don't quite know. It's never happened to me like that before, and I've used Vulcan before. I've used it on AMD cards before, but it could just be this card. Something's not. There's some kind of mismatch, maybe.
And staying in, it's hard. You know that. But Bessie and I made it work. Why? You thinking about getting out?
Me? No, of course not.
No, the settings are alright now. I'm basically playing with testing games. You know that YouTube channel? I'm playing with roughly his settings. Which is all ultra high apart from reflections and particle quality. I think they're medium at the moment. Kind of gives you close to 100 FPS.
Here, see if he's been fishing again recently. Look for tracks, dung, bones, any sign of him.
Even when we had absolutely everything ultra'd, it was still like 70-ish FPS. Which is not bad. 70 to 80. What am I looking for? Cracks.
Well, there's some paw marks here, Jose. They sure look big enough.
Good. Let's hope it's him. Can you tell which way he went?
Yeah, this is the bear bit.
This way. The tracks go into those trees. Wait a minute. Something on the ground here.
Yeah, it's up there, isn't it? I remember. Get ready to be terrified. This seems like a great idea. Potential bear on a trail. Yeah, let's just follow it.
There's shit here. Watch your step.
Looks real fresh. Reckon he's got to be close.
Damn, son. We walk through it. Oh no, did I not get my shotgun? Oh no.
We lost him?
For now. A little optimism, Arthur.
Well, what do you think?
I think we split up and each.
Let's hope for some quick driver update. Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, I don't know if it is that for certain, but
Which you think?
it seems like odd. Use bait. It seems odd that it happened when I put this card in, so...
Let's leave the bag over there. By those boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it.
I might try it again. I might try and switch the API again at some point when I'm, like, in the mood to deal with it. At least I know how to fix it now. If it does mess it up again. Christopher, see you later, dude. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Damn, I didn't get my shotgun out.
1,000 pounds, you say? More or less. Big scar.
I'll be back. Love your stream. Cheers, dude.
Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good. You okay? You seem nervous.
Take care and enjoy the jet. I'll try, yeah.
I'm fine. Let's just take a look at that bait.
Sure.
How many shots of this pistol do you think to take down the bear?
You just said it, Jose.
I know, but we need...
Got 6 per clip. I'm gonna have to just dead-eye it. Currently, you have to turn off super resolution, multiple monitors. Yeah, or just use integrated graphics like I've done. That's kind of saved me.
Give me a hand here.
100 shots, you reckon? I'm probably gonna die then. Oh my god. She. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. No! Oh no. I'm getting Leonardo DiCaprio'd. Why can't I dead-eye it? Go, shoot, shoot. Oh my god. It got away. Oh my god. Damn it. I think you can usually kill it, can't you? Oh, absolutely. Look at the marks on his back. Look at him. He just walked up and he's fine.
You're fine, old man. Of course I'm fine. It's nothing.
Jay from in between is knocked out. I've knocked a bear. No, it was a cow, wasn't it? It was like it got up on its back legs.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a
and started. What was it? And he punched it or something.
You can have this.
What is it?
My favourite one is when he says he once went to, what was it? He went to Africa one year and him and his mate got a pedalo and they rode out to Madagascar or something. What is it?
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
They got a pedalo out and they rode to,
I think I'm...
what was something like that? It cracks me up. It's just so, it's just such a lie.
Monster. Well...
Revenant scene with the bear, yeah, that's what I meant.
I don't mind either way.
That's what I meant by he's getting Leonardo DiCaprio'd, because he gets absolutely mauled by that bear, doesn't he? He had a friend like Jay. I think at school I did as well. Just someone who's always just telling the most ridiculous like lies. At like what they did at the weekend.
Let's see if Dutch gives us any...
Take a shotgun at a bit. Yeah, no, I know. I have done it a couple of times before. I just accidentally didn't take the shotgun off the horse.
We were just out scoping a lead. He doesn't need to know it was a big furry one. Well, thanks, Arthur. I probably owe you one.
Don't worry about it.
I need to head out to Emerald Ranch soon. Look into something.
See you later.
We should actually probably save it, shouldn't we? Oh, I can't. Why wouldn't it let me not save? Is it because I'm at the base? He told me his uncle had a store in the US called Ammunition, like... Yeah. It's just like obvious, isn't it? If you're gonna lie, at least make it... That's what I say to people in chat when they're like, I've got a 1050 Ti and I get 200 FPS at 4K. It's like, if you're gonna lie, at least make it slightly believable. Like, that's clearly a lie. Right, I've got to head off, guys, because, yeah, I need to go to the gym and then do some work and stuff. But it's been good fun playing this. I'm glad I was able to fix the game, so at least we can test it out. I don't really know what I'll play tomorrow. I need to install PUBG. I'll see. Maybe PUBG, and I wanted to play Sea of Thieves too. I might try to play Sea of Thieves because I actually have that installed as well. And it's kind of a random game, but it's quite funny. What other games haven't we tested yet with this that we could... Like big games? Maybe Apex. Tekken 7. Is that out? Cyberpunk. We did already try Cyberpunk. I could do it again if you want, but we did try that. I haven't actually done Need for Speed. No, I could do Need for Speed. Oh, Portal 2. We could try Portal with the ray tracing, but I feel like it's not going to run. It'll run at like 10 or 20 FPS or something. Plague Tale. We could do Plague Tale as well. It's going to be rough on Portal. Like, it will be rough. I think, yeah, 10, 15 FPS maybe. It would, yeah, it wouldn't be good. It's not looking good, bruv. Please go to Valentine. We did already. We did go already. You want me to look quick now? We did go, though. We've been to Valentine a few times. You reckon 2 to 3 FPS? No, I think it'd be more than that. But it would be rough. Did they get ray tracing on Plague Tale yet? That was coming, wasn't it?
I don't think you should just be wandering around here, friend.
6 to 9 FPS. Yeah, I reckon maybe 10 to 15 would be a rough... If the 4090 was getting like 35 to 55 or something like that. It'd be rough on that for sure. 10 or 15 FPS less on a 4080, which would be around 20, 25, and then another 10 less than that. Roughly would be, what, a 7900? Something like that. DL2, what's that? He was getting 6 FPS, what, in Portal? Jeez. Yeah, that's a 6900 though, so... Maybe it'd be under 10, maybe, but... I don't think it'd be 2 or 3, that seems... I don't know. Maybe we'll try it out. This is the frames though. Not too bad. A little bit of a drop. Oh, Dying Light 2. Sure, yeah. Backhanded slap. We got a witness. We got a witness. Oh my god. This guy's just running around in circles. Knock out all the sheriffs in the town. Ah, yee! Oh, yeehaw! Oh my god. Come back here, boy. Wait, who's it? Who else is after me? Want a barbarrel? Who are these guys? Oh my goodness. No! Who are those guys? Just random guys. They aren't sheriffs. But anyway, guys, I got a bit distracted there, didn't I? I'll make sure you're subscribed. I'll be back on tomorrow's similar time. Between, like, I try and aim between 11 and half 11 in the morning UK time. Depending on if I have any issues on my PC. Sometimes it's a bit later if there's problems, but... yeah. So, I will catch you tomorrow.